Guys, one big reason for you to come back to Diablo 4, assuming that you played Season 1, Season 2, and stopped playing, and also three small reasons to go back to the game. So the big reason is a really short one. Um, this is not Diablo 4 as you knew it. Everything, completely everything has changed. If you look at season 1 and compare it to season 12, and most likely and maybe even a lot more so in orders of magnitude, season 13, which is starting this week, um, is just completely different. I wouldn't say Diablo 5, but everyone calls it Diablo 4 2.0, and it's very justified. So this is the big reason. The three smaller but still main reasons to go back to the game. I tried to log into the game to show you what we have now for comparison, but it kicked me out. Maybe because they're doing something to the servers, preparing them. I don't know. Nevertheless, we have three reasons. I'll just show you on the Diablo website. So my first and most favorite, and I know I'm skipping important things here, but two additional characters is really not the issue. I think the major for me issue is it's maybe like things intertwined, but the skill tree. The skill tree previously was kind of a people say skill twig, where you if you played season 1, season 2, season 3, even if you play now, you have a skill and then like all kinds of small bullshit to change it. And then I'm talking about active skills, and also you have many passives in the skill tree. And then during the game you change the skill using mainly the equipment and the loot that you obtain, and then your build turns out to be something completely different than what you wanted. And on top of that, you find out that what you wanted to use, the skills you wanted to use, are completely useless. But this way, which is kind of in the middle between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, um, you can't go wrong. You're choosing the skills, and here, look at this skill, okay? This is a lightning whatever, lightning skill or something like that. So you choose the skill, and then next skill points you can spend them. It's not 12 out of 12. You can magnify the power of the skill. Uh, 15 ranks. I think it's too much. I think it's not a very good thing, but nevertheless, the crucial and I think the exciting thing is that you have uh, two additional nodes to choose one out of two from that change the skill in some manner, adding something crit damage, crit chance, attack speed, whatever, things like that that are related only to the skill and change specifically the skill itself, cooldown reduction, things like that. Um, and the most important thing, you have three nodes here where you choose one out of, and it completely changes the skill. And they really did crazy things. Look up online. There's a massive, massive number of videos for you to check out, not by me, to see what they did. And there are game-changing, life-changing skill options. So, for instance, Incinerate. It doesn't show here, but Incinerate, which previously was just shitty skill. I loved it, but whenever I tried to use it, it was shitty. Turned out to be shitty, and all of my equipment had to do with Incinerate, or else it would be very weak. Now you have many types of changes that you can do to the Incinerate. One of them is making the Incinerate Lightning Incinerate, which first of all makes it a lightning skill, which is completely different, and you have synergies with things that you choose in the future going up. And also, yeah, it manipulates what it does, the damage per second, and everything like that, and additional things on top of that. So this is going to be crazy, and it makes more sense, and it's much more similar to other ARPGs. And I think Blizzard, from the community and without the community, they immediately understood that the skill tree was a problem. They've been working on it for a long time, and they deserve really some good words about it. So this is a very major thing. This is the first thing that I think is crazy, interesting. Yeah, let's go to um, item updates. Yeah. Okay. So where is this? Guard. Blah blah blah. Okay, I don't see it here. So let's go to the end game, and then I'll go to a different website to show you. Okay. Endgame. So in Endgame, what we're getting is, yeah, let me show you. Okay, let me show you. What we're getting is war plans. So basically, what you're getting here is two things. First of all, instead of choosing just, you know, to in the end game to go to do a tree of whisper tasks or to go to the Kura Standard City and do a run, and it's repetitive and it's boring, and sometimes you don't need it because it's not going to give you the reward you need, so you just do like 50 pit runs in a row. Now they're going to have some kind of playlist that you can um, that you can play. You choose the activities, reaching to 5 activity types. You get rewards and you get buffs for these activities, and it becomes very, very interesting. And you can also change how it behaves and how it looks. So it's gonna, and you see here there are ranks, so you can play for a very long time and have fun. And they improved and changed most of the activities regardless. So it's gonna be crazy. And on top of that, what we're getting is that every type of activity, very similarly to other ARPGs, for instance, Paths of Exile, we're getting, so this is what I showed you, and here what we're getting is a skill tree for every type of activity. And in the skill tree for every type of activity, it's like activity tree, you get to change the way the specific activity behaves. You see here many points, many levels. So just to give you an example from this picture in the iceveins.com. For Infernal Hordes, you can choose a node that change abyssal omens can appear during a wave in the infernal hordes, right? Abyssal omens activate when you approach them and can drop ether, spawn ambushes, or summon infernal bosses. So it's a way for you to change how infernal horde behaves. And it's crazy. There are many, many changes to this, and endgame is going to be hopefully fun, engaging, and not repetitive, which is maybe the most important thing I think, because in season 12, for me, I played all the seasons. Season 12, the current one, I couldn't. I wanted the pet that you get when you advance through the season, but I'm telling you, it was a. I felt like I'm. It was I suffered. It was tough. I couldn't play, and that's the main reason why I couldn't. And they're changing it completely. Um, last thing. So the third thing we're going to see is the new itemization mechanics. So let's start with this, for instance. So that's what I wanted to show you in game. Okay, so currently what we have is you find an item. First of all, we're going to have a loot filter and many crazy things. So you find an item and you just, for instance, you use incinerate. So you just want all of your items to be related somehow to fire or to incinerate itself. And there's not really variability in the weapons you choose. In the items you choose, you really are stuck with specific items. And then what happens is that you find a good unique, you either like use it without intending to, or you disregard it despite its very good effect that it could have on your build. So now we have two important things that change this completely. First of all, we have the talisman system. The talisman system is something that Blizzard have been working on a long time for a long time now. Throughout the seasons, they have been trying to see how to approach this. They have been giving us all kinds of similar things, and now what they have is that you have this talisman system where you can put socketables, and then so you have up to 7 sockets in the middle of the talisman. You have a single socket where you put basically you put a seal which allows you to get some buffs and also to choose the number and type of additional socketables that you can put uh, um, to surround it from 3 to 6 up to 6. And then when you reach these 6, so you have first of all set pieces that you can choose from. These are called charms. And also what you can is that you can put uniques on this, and the uniques have all kinds of buffs and aspects that can contribute to your build. Some of them are build specifics, also the sets. Some of them are general, and the big thing about it is that we get now the Herodric cube, but it's not like previous Herodric cubes. The Herodric cube just modifies everything you have, so you can also add and change and steal affixes from equipment and to equipment, and also to the things on the talisman, to the charms and the seals on the talisman. So basically, bottom line, what I want to say is that when we have a character like this, so listen what happened now. If I want to summarize, first of all, you get just the skills, and you choose the main behavior of how the skill is going to be from the skill tree, and then you find items, you can upgrade the items, you can change the items, do maybe many types of changes to them, not like it was before. And I'm not talking just about tempering and masterworking. I'm talking about many changes that you can do. And then still, when you want some more buffs, upgrades, or maybe to use affixes that you saw somewhere else, something specific, something special for your build, you can use the talisman system to further customize your build. And the variety of builds is gonna become, I think, for maybe from 20, 30, 40 valid ones, we're gonna improve by at least one order of magnitude to have hundreds of special, unique builds that we're gonna be able to do. Just a personal thought. Maybe feel free to comment if you feel the same. My favorite character, you know, throughout Diablo 1, Diablo 2, and Diablo 3 were the sorcerers, the wizards. I love magic. I love fire damage, cold damage. Oh, everything is for me. It's amazing. I even proposed once that in Diablo 4 they should air the air damage, physical air damage, or something like that. I still think they need to do it. Hopefully, maybe in the future. But and in Diablo 4, this is the character that the class that I played the least, and it was mainly because of, I don't need to tell you if you played previous seasons. So with these changes, I think I'm not even gonna try the warlock. I'm just immediately gonna choose the sorceress. I'm gonna do a fire or cold or mixed build of all three, and I know I'm gonna have a lot of fun. So I hope maybe you will also. By the way, you don't need to purchase anything. You can just try the changes that are going to come into the base game as well. And I think after you play a while, you will want to buy the expansion. And that's it. So let me know what you think, and if you like it, like and subscribe. I try to post many short videos as well. So I'd love your comments and your engagement. So see you soon.